and welcome to today's broadcast. We bring you a powerful story. A story about secrets, political power, and the hidden truths behind Nigeria's presidency. In recent days, Garba Shehu, the former presidential spokesperson, released a book. A book that has now confirmed what many people suspected for years. That President Muhammadu Buhari was much sicker than the public was told. And that the so-called rat invasion story was deliberately created to distract the nation.
Rigorous working all around the farm. And even in the UK, when he went on the vacation and the medical check, before he fell ill, he plodded the streets. He liked doing that. Yes. So he exercises very well, and he eats good things that doctors will approve.
This revelation is not just about spin and propaganda. It is about something deeper. About how powerful interests in the North were desperate to hold on to power, even at the expense of honesty, unity, and stability. It is also about how one man, Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, raised the alarm, long before Garba Shehu confessed. Today, we will break down the full story. We will look at how this same scenario played out during the illness and eventual death of President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. How Goodluck Jonathan was almost blocked from taking over.
Dancing between North and South, Muslims and Christians. And Yar'Adua was a Northern Muslim, was the president. And he took over from a Southern Christian, Obasanjo, who ruled for 8 years. So definitely the Northern Muslims wanted Yar'Adua to at least do 8 years before he could come back to the South for another, probably a Christian, to take over. But well, the health issue came up.
And why Vice President Yemi Osinbajo remained silent while Nigeria was misled about Buhari's health. Stay with us as we reveal the hidden layers. Let's begin with Garba Shehu's confession. In his new memoir, he admitted that in August 2017, when President Buhari returned from London after months of treatment, they needed a cover story. The president was too frail to walk from his office. So they invented the narrative that rats had invaded the villa, destroyed the furniture, and made the place unfit for work. This story spread like wildfire. Local and international media reported it without questioning. Meanwhile, the truth was hidden. Buhari was gravely ill, and the Nigerian people were denied transparency. Now, let's talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Years before this confession, he said publicly that Buhari's true health status was being concealed.
And reason. We start this very evening by looking at the very laughable, I say laughable broadcast by Jubril Aminu El Sudani impersonating Buhari. People say we should. I said to them, we cannot leave this very topic. We cannot. That is our way into the destruction of the zoo. We can't abandon it. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Because we are alive.
He accused the cabal in Aso Rock of manipulating information and preventing Vice President Osinbajo from assuming full leadership. At that time, many called Kanu a liar. Some labeled him a propagandist. Some said he was simply seeking attention. But today, Garba Shehu's own words have vindicated him.
They have always been lying to you, they have been deceiving you. But because of our tenacity, because of our never say die.
There was Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. Why did he remain silent, even when it was clear that Nigeria was adrift? Some say he was afraid of the cabal. Some say he did not want to be seen as ambitious. Others believe he simply had no choice. Whatever the reason, his silence allowed the deception to continue. This is why Nnamdi Kanu's words struck a nerve. He accused the North of using Buhari as a figurehead, while a small group of unelected men pulled the strings behind the scenes. Today, those who mocked Nnamdi Kanu must reckon with the fact That he was, in many ways, right.
All over the world. But the man you claim is an Aso Rock that most people foolishly call Buhari, that very man cannot speak to you, cannot talk to you, cannot conduct a simple press conference as all other heads of states are doing all over the world, cannot take questions from the journalists. Instead of the journalists to be asking those in Aso Rock, who is that thing there? They are busy phoning my house in the village and asking my younger brother.
As Nigerians, we must ask ourselves, why do our leaders feel so comfortable lying to us? Why does power mean more to them than truth? Than national unity? Than our collective future? When Yar'Adua was ill, the North tried to block Jonathan. When Buhari was ill, they tried to block Osinbajo. 2 times, in less than 15 years. The same tactics, the same secrecy, the same fear of losing power to the South.
Not even of Jubril. I told you that. Some of you are doubting me. Today, why can't they broadcast from inside Aso Rock? It was because I chastised them. That was why they took a picture of one of the offices and used it as a background to deceive you. I told you that the zoo is gone, that the zoo has crumbled. Some did not believe, but I believe by now your eyes are beginning to open and you are beginning to see what we are seeing. They cover up the truth, and when you speak the truth, they come for you, they try to kill you, they try to suppress the truth. That is what they do. That is why they create all these diversionary tactics with Yoruba media. That's what they do. They create a diversion.
Yet, this moment could also be an opportunity to rebuild trust, to refocus priorities, and to restore Nigeria's image as a leader of the African continent. But it will require courage, honesty, and the political will to change course. As citizens, we must remain engaged, we must ask questions, hold leaders accountable, and demand that Nigeria's voice is respected on the world stage. Thank you.
In charge of Aso Rock, in charge of the affairs of 200 million people. Before your eyes, they lied and said, we buried Abba Kyari in Abuja. Of course, I know the daughter is begging. We have to respect her wishes. She said her father. Your father was a very wicked man. Abba Kyari was the one who ordered Python dance. It was Abba Kyari that ordered all the massacre of the Shia. It was the same Abba Kyari that is in charge of the government of mass murderers, a government of Janjaweed, a government of Mietiala, a government of bandits, a government of terrorists. He was the one in charge. We cannot leave Fafana alone until he is held responsible, albeit posthumously, for all the slaughter and the massacre that happened under his watch. It wasn't him that was buried in Abuja. It wasn't Abba Kyari, and we all know that. You saw the blood-stained casket, or the coffin. You saw it in broad daylight.
Spending this time with me. If you found this broadcast insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more in-depth analysis of stories shaping Nigeria, Africa, and our shared future. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay hopeful. Goodbye.